Ellarigu namaskara, a very good evening. I welcome you all for my first solo paintings exhibition here in this prestigious gallery of Chitrakala Parishath. I'm extremely delighted to host this evening and showcase my works, which I started off about 3 years ago seriously when COVID hit everywhere and we got plenty of time inside the house. The creativity also got better with me. Before we carry on with the events, I would like to give my regards to all of you who made it here and to people who helped me for this occasion to make this a reality with a lot of support, encouragement and presence. This could not have been possible without sheer contributions of my mentor, teacher, curator, N Hariprasad. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And my family, definitely without the support of Amma, who's always been helping me to pursue my dreams. Srinath, who is silent support in everything that I do. Juhi, my wonderful daughter. My father, thank you, Daddy. And all my lovely sisters. I've tried to show nature's colors with a streak of vibrance that it reflects during various times of the day. If you've noticed, all my works are mostly from locations I've visited, either in India, within Karnataka, Europe, Australia, and some American locales, which I dream to go someday. I hope you all get to enjoy this evening and this exhibition, and I hope to get successful as an artist. Now I take pleasure to introduce and welcome my chief guest for this startlingly beautiful evening, Mr. Chandrashekar Kakal. Request Juhi to hand over a bouquet of flowers to sir and welcome him with a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Please take your seat, sir. Talking about Mr. Chandrashekar Kakal, is a founder trustee of Kakal Foundation, former senior vice president, board member of Infosys BPO, a multifaceted personality, as you all see, with interests in art, agriculture, environment, social well-being, and IT. And he is not just a former senior vice president of Infosys, but also former board member of Infosys BPO, former chief operating officer, board member of L&T Infotech Mumbai. He has sponsored a first grade degree college in the school he studied from in his village, helped special children with their transportation needs, helped hundreds of children to pursue their higher education dreams, regenerated water bodies like rivers in and around Shimoga belt, established business to create local rural areas so that his native villagers get jobs there. Mr. Kakal has been instrumental in building Miyawaki mini forests suitable for urban areas in Bengaluru, and now engaged in building a science center in his hometown that would benefit many schools, about 15,000 children in that region. As an artist, he has also done wonderful works and exhibited earlier, which I've got privilege to see. He's an art lover, a patron himself. He lives a post-corporate life, pursuing his passions while helping the community where he belongs. May I now request Srinath to present a memento to Mr. Kakal. And next, I take pleasure to introduce and welcome our beloved father, Daddy as we call him, Mr. B. Raghotham Rao Desai. He's also Dr. B. Raghotham Rao Desai. Request Suhani to give a bouquet of flowers to Dr. B. Raghotham Rao Desai as we welcome him with a big round of applause. Thank you, Suhani. Daddy, please come. Born in 1935 in then Hyderabad state, graduated from Osmania University in 1954, immediately followed by deputation to undergo 2 years of training at Forest College under the Government of India. After moving to Italy and then taking up the Mysore state for his service, he got FAO sponsored for forestry research scholarship in Italy. After 2 decades of serving in the department, he actually inducted into Indian Forest Service to retire at a very senior position on superannuation in 1993. Post-retirement, after multiple PG degrees, whether it is Urdu or commerce, compiled bilingual dictionaries, went on to do PhD, and further he authored trilingual dictionary, and also he is the chief editor of the association's quarterly mouthpiece called Vanavikas, and he has been authoring several articles on environment, forest, science, and various other subjects that interest him. May I request my sister, Dr. Seemantini, to present a memento to Dr. B. Raghotham Rao Desai, and thank you, Daddy, for being the chief guest for my exhibition. Thank you, Seema. It's a very touchy moment. I've got several artist sisters in the family, and our father also has the background of art, just to mention of it. Now I take pleasure to introduce and welcome my next chief guest, my art teacher, curator, Mr. N Hariprasad. Request Juhi and Suhani to give a bouquet of flowers together to my beloved sir, and welcome him with a big round of applause. Please, sir. N Hariprasad is a rank holder in Master of Visual Art Gulbarga, a native of Tumkur. He has contributed to the world of fine arts extensively with 50 plus group shows, 4 solo shows, innumerable art camps, and winner of several awards. Just to mention, some of his awards are like Kannada Sanskriti Painting Award, Kala Mahotsava Award, Kala Mela Award, Mysore Dasara Award, Hyderabad Art Society Award, and the list goes on and on. He has also served as a director of Alek Art Gallery, curating 20 plus solo shows of various artists. It is my privilege for having him, for actually having learned nuances of painting from such an accomplished, humble, great artist. May I now request my sister, Dr. Seemantini, to present a memento to my mentor, N Hariprasad. Thank you, sir. Now I request chief guests to light the lamp and formally inaugurate the show. Bani. Thank you so much. Now I request Mr. Chandrashekar Kakal to speak a few words on the show.
Very good evening, everybody. Eldrigu namaskara. It's my pleasure and privilege to inaugurate this solo exhibition of Sharath Nandini Desai. Very overwhelmed with the paintings that she has displayed. I have known her for the last 15 years, ever since we came to the layout where she and Srinath lived. Since then, I have been watching her progress and growth. We had seen some of the paintings that she had done. She has shown that in her house. But never thought that she would grow so fast to become an artist to this level and conduct a solo exhibition in the #1 art gallery of Karnataka, Chitrakala, Parishath. Sharath Nandini Desai is a very, very multi-talented personality. Very difficult to describe her and frame her. She sings. We have seen that in our layout. She dances. She does piano. She is an environmentalist. She has got 7 cats in her house. and supports all of them. She is an animal lover, and she is an environmentalist and supports all our activities in the layout, in creating mini forests. Recently, she has been crowned also as a Mrs. India Transient Beauty, right? Timeless Beauty. Yeah. And this is the last that I have seen, a solo exhibition of this kind. In fact, it was my childhood dream to be an artist and conduct a solo exhibition of my paintings, which I did not do, frankly. And I am privileged to inaugurate one such exhibition by Sharath Nandini Desai. And I am very, very pleased, very happy about it. When you look at all these paintings, as the title goes, it's a vibrant nature. You can definitely see the vibrant nature in all these paintings. It's a impressionism form, as you can see. I just want to say a few words about this form of painting itself that I know of. Many of you probably might be aware of it also. About 150, 160 years ago, in France, Paris, there was a change, there was a revolution that took place, right? Till then, the whole painting as an activity belonged to the elitist group. It was done in studios, and it was actually all very high-level shows. And also, it was more closer to the reality with a lot of lines and contours and colors blended, all done in a very fine manner and appreciated by the elitist groups only. But as I know, in around 1860s or so, four of the painters, they sat together and then started discussing, why don't we take this art outside and start doing this painting activity outside, looking at the nature as we see them, rather than actually making a photographic impression of that as the impression that we get in our mind. Claude Monet was the leader of the gang also. And they took the whole activity outside, started painting outside, especially focusing on the light and shadows and the moods of the day and the essence of it, capturing the essence of it rather than the details of it. And with vibrant colors and looking at the nature. That's how it started. When they submitted this artwork for the gallery, for the show like this, it was all rejected. And the critics even said that these are all sketches and impressions, these are not finished paintings. So we can't do that. It took almost for maybe 14, 15 years for them to really conduct a show of their own. In between, as I know, Napoleon III, Emperor, he said that if the public is appreciating it, let them be the judge. So all the rejected works should be displayed. So that's how in 1870 or so, 74 or so, Claude Monet actually did a show of his paintings called Sunrise. That's when the critic who rejected all these paintings, they said, and they again said that these are impressions. Okay, let it be, then it will be called as impressionism. Impressionists are the painters. So that's how these impressionist paintings came into being. If you go and closely look at these paintings, when you go very near, you can make out that these are brush strokes and not blended paintings applied. It's all brush strokes, one over the other kind of a thing. But from a distance, it looks like a beautiful landscape, right? So that is the form of painting which the traditional academy could not digest. That's how they rejected all of these. So that's how Impressionism came in, and in the last 150 years, it has developed so much. The other thing I should mention is that because it was an elitist group's activity earlier, and these people by that revolution took it to the common man. Today, a Sharath Nandini Desai can paint and exhibit all over the place. Yeah. So any kind of creativity, art, actually takes a long time. We will not know sometimes the history behind it. Yeah. So, but today, a common woman can actually do all this and show the solo painting in a gallery, #1 gallery of Karnataka. So that is about the Impressionism. And also I want to mention one more point. When you appreciate a painting or when you buy a painting, it is not just some color sprinkled on the canvas and what you see that you buy. You are actually buying or appreciating a piece of the lifetime effort of the artist. There is a story behind it. So actually you possess, when you possess a painting, you are actually possessing a piece of life of the artist. There is a sensitivity behind it. We should never lose that sensitivity. When you appreciate an art or when you possess an art, that's what should actually be carried here rather than a piece of paint. Otherwise, it will have value as much as the value of the paint and the canvas only. How the paintings are valued is because of that. I must also say that slowly, these sensitivities are being lost. Today, it is very difficult to find that relationships, human relationships and the sensitivity and the appreciation for the art and artists. Okay. There is also reason, right? Earlier it was only painting through which it was captured, but later photography came into being. Photography obviously can create very close to realism. So the Impressionism actually took even more at a higher stage, higher level because of that. Because a photography cannot create an Impressionism. This is what you get in your mind. That's what is captured by the artist, right? As the sensitivity is being lost, it's also true that it is being more and more mechanical. And today, the danger is that information technology, IT is taking over everything. You might have heard of what is called as ChatGPT. If you describe the situation to ChatGPT, it can create a painting. Just out of curiosity, I went on YouTube and saw somebody said that Van Gogh, the famous Dutch painter, sipping a cup of tea in a tea garden, paint. ChatGPT produced it. And as it takes time, actually it can learn and even produce more precise pictures and paintings of that. What will happen to the art? What will happen to the sensitivity? What will happen to the culture? Okay. So that is the danger that we need to be aware of. Sensitivity and creativity cannot be outsourced to artificial intelligence machine. As long as we realize that and we hold value for that, I think these kind of exhibitions will survive. Okay. If the number is not more, at least those who appreciate will come and then appreciate. Those who possess actually know that they are possessing an artist's piece of life, okay, and encourage it. I hope this sensitivity will continue, and I wish all the best to Sharath Nandini Desai to become a great artist, because she is multi-talented. I don't want to frame her as an artist also, who does the paintings only. She is multi-talented, but in this path that she has taken, which she said that gives her ample satisfaction, let her continue. Best wishes to her. Let the show go on. Thank you very much.
May I now request Dr. B. Raghotham Rao Desai to speak a few words. Did you want to sit?
Mr. Chandrashekar has not left anything for me to say. His description was also eloquent, and also he being a great artist himself, his appreciation is really very valuable for not only we the listeners, but also for artists like Sharath Nandini, who happens to be my youngest of the daughters. I'm so happy, really, how she finds time to do all these things. In this hot summer, the moment I entered this hall, I was surrounded by, as if I am in a park actually. The eyes actually enjoyed everything, though the climate says something else. And then I forgot that I am in a place where summer is very hot. Climate changes also have brought so many changes in the world, and we are also we have to experience all these things in our life. One great thing about my daughter is she is self-taught. As far as these things are concerned, she never learnt actually, neither at school or college or later on in her own personal life as a housewife, as actually head of the family and all such. I am happy her efforts have been encouraged by her husband and mother-in-law. She had been a very good daughter, excellent wife she has proved, and also very affectionate mother. And she is also, I find that she manages her affairs very well, and then she is in a very responsible job actually. Being a person in multinational bank as chief manager rank and all that, I never knew that she had utilized her spare time in painting so many things. Once in a way I used to visit her house and then see her. I thought that 1 or 2 paintings, 2 or 4 only, just to engage herself and also make herself busy with something very useful. It's not an easy job to see. You can see there is no repetition also. How she imagines, and she is a great traveler. I don't know whether she was able to come across these scenes and these sights which she remembered to come back and then reduce it to painting like that. On a canvas, really, I tried to find out. And another thing, she is very unassuming. So many people try to, even M.F. Hussain and all those people, they also sign it like anything. But to see who has painted, to find out whether it is Sharath Nandini's signature and all that, you have to actually probe into it. And that is also very artistically, she puts her name and also her initials. I am so happy today she succeeded in getting this arranged, and I had been given the honor of managing to come and then be a part of it. So after Mr. Chandrashekhar's speech and all that, I don't have so much technical knowledge about paintings and this field of art which we are able to see. I fail to find suitable words to describe also. But really speaking, I congratulate Sharath Nandini for having achieved whatever she has done, and I wish her all the success. And I would like her to continue whatever she has done so far. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daddy. Now I request my mentor, Curator, Mr. N Hariprasad, to say a few words.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಲಾಕೃತಿಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು 2 ಗ್ಯಾಲರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಕಾಲು ನೋವು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಇದು 3 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ನ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರು 3 ವರ್ಷ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟು, ಅವರಿಗಿರೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಲಾಕೃತಿಗಳು ರಚಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಕಲಾಕೃತಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಕಲರ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಆಗಲಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ. ಇದು ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೋಡೋದೇ ಉತ್ತಮ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೀವು ಕಲಾಕೃತಿಗಳು ನೋಡಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ನೀವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು N ಹರಿಪ್ರಸಾದ್ನ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮಾಗಿ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನೋ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೆಂಗೋ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೋ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇನೇ ತುಮಕೂರಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅವರು ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂತ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ all the three chief guests spoke such kind words and gave great awareness about Impressionism, about the whole revolution itself. Thank you, sir. And Daddy was very sweet to notice so many small things that I did and, you know, to get acknowledged like that. Thank you, Daddy. You've always been very encouraging and supporting. We are what we are because of you. And without N Hariprasad, I wouldn't have made this day today a reality. Thank you. And without taking much time, I would now take some privilege to thank a few, you know, if I can call it as like Team Sharath or whatever, who helped me to have this day today. I request Shrikar to give a memento to another artist, Mr. Ramesh. He gave me ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್, ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ನೋ ಟೈಮ್. ನಾನು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ನೇ ವಿಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಸೊ ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್ದು ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್. ಅವರೇ ಫಸ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ವೆಂಕಟಪ್ಪ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲರಿಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಶ್ರೀಕರ್. ನೌ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೈ ಅನದರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ Ravi. Ravi, please give a memento to Pratibha Soundshimat. She was the one who crowned me Mrs. India Karnataka. It's okay, ma'am. She came all the way to encourage me. She not just came, she also told all the queens in the group saying, let's all go and support Sharath in this. So I think the moment of my fame, if I ever got, it was because of ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Hari, please help to give to ma'am. Sumitra ma'am, ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಸಲ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. She has helped me to get the right galleries well on time, and also she has reserved it for last 2 years for me. Thank you so much, Sumitra ma'am. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು.